Representative Chip Roy is furious. In an expletive-riddled rant on Wednesday, the Texas Republican criticized the Republican Party, his own party, for not doing what he claims the voters want, which is, in his mind, holding the government hostage before a major holiday in order to try to cut spending on poor people. Yes. Now, there's a video making the rounds on social media, which captured Roy actually making a fair point about the Republicans. Take a look.
One thing. I want my Republican colleagues to give me one thing, one, that I can go campaign on and say we did. One. Anybody sitting in the complex, if you want to come down to the floor and come explain to me one material, meaningful, significant thing the Republican majority has done besides, well, I guess it's not as bad as the Democrats.
Okay, so yeah, his point is, we've really done anything meaningful? Yeah, no. Y'all had one job. yeah, and you failed at that. But that's actually a good thing. Look, it's important to note that Chip Roy is not doing this rant, and it was like an hour-long rant. It was horrible. Not because he wants the government to be functional. No, he wants the opposite. His complaints are mainly the fact that the House of Representatives has not been gutting social programs like Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, along with food aid, healthcare, that's, again, all that stuff, but also not doing enough to keep the immigrants out. Not only that, but he was particularly incensed at the fact that his fellow party members actually worked alongside of Democrats to prevent airport staff working without pay over a major travel holiday, which would cause quite a bit of, delays. People would be obviously not able to travel as well. And of course, you'd have an economic loss of about $140 million a day. That kind of stuff. Now, another point he raged about is the woke. Take a look.
An inability to have a national defense that isn't woke and focused on, diversity, equity, inclusion, and transgender surgeries and abortion tourism, rather than actually killing people and blowing things up, which is what the military is supposed to be trained to do. What in the hell are we doing in this chamber?
Apparently not going after woke hard enough. At least not for Chip Roy. Again, a lot of his complaints are like, oh, we're not going after the woke enough. We're not going, no, we got debts and debt. And of course, whenever they talk about like, oh, well, we've got a national debt, and that's their code of basically saying we want to cut so-called entitlements. But we all know that, okay? But here's the thing. Chip Roy is one of the reasons our government's a joke, okay? He's literally complaining about the government staying open, that they didn't hold the government hostage, okay? So, look, that's opposite of what the voters actually want. So according to polling, Chip Roy's position, which is to block everything until you get what you want, which apparently is shutting down wokeness in the military or something like that, along with, the other litany of complaints that he had, is only shared by 27% of the people. That's right, 27% of Americans, the majority of them Republicans, say, oh yeah, no, go ahead and hold the government hostage until we get what we want. 67% said it's more important that Speaker Mike Johnson compromise with Democrats in order to find solutions, and pass bills. And a full 3/4 of American voters think it's unacceptable for members of Congress to threaten a government shutdown in order to achieve their goals. Just 23% of U.S. adults said that they think such a threat is an acceptable bargaining chip in negotiations. And it's not really a shocker here, but Republicans are twice as likely as Democrats or independents to have that position. So, again, I guess when it comes to the voters, the people that put Chip Roy into power, yeah, they do want all that stuff that he was talking about. They do want him to go after the wokeness, and they do want him to, try to go after immigration and fund more, give billions and billions of dollars to Israel and all that stuff that he cares so much about. But the rest of the American people are really not on board with a lot of what he's selling. Okay. Um, he's right, though, that he can't say that he's done anything for his voters because what his voters want is insane, unpopular things that generally will make it harder for Republicans to get elected in normal elections. And, well, hey, at the end of the day, I guess that's a sad day for him, but a good day for us.